All right, now y'all, we definitely about to get from around here because the wind that took my Page of Pentacles card for this deck. So either, which is nighttime now, so I ain't gonna find it no time soon, but it could literally be anywhere because it fell down probably about 10-15 minutes ago. I'm just not, I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, it's windy, let me hurry up and grab it. I was thinking, let me hurry up and finish with this reading, but yeah, my shit gone. So I'm about to hurry up because I feel a little pissy about that. But I feel away. And then the Sacred Lust card, baby, this one, the wind took this card and flew it all the way over there. So I'm gonna have to rewatch it and see exactly what I was saying before I post it, and I'll have to kind of assess what that, what was going on with that. But I do remember I was basically saying we was on scarcity. Let me try and make sure they don't go flying again. Shit. I feel some type of way about this. I'm missing a card now. Shit, now I'm really missing a card. It's not like the other one. You know what? I'm gonna ask God to bring it back to me. So God, please bring me back my Page of Pentacles card for my Shadowscapes deck. If not, I'll probably wind up getting another Shadowscapes deck and just make that a double deck for clarifying and stuff like that. But I feel some type of way about that. But everything happens in a message, happens for a reason. So I'll read that in a second too. That Page of Pentacles for the Shadowscapes and see what that's talking about for that specific deck. Because things be a little different for that deck. All right, you have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy. Didn't joy come out here? It sure did. Joy came out here between the wounded healer and secrets revealed, right? I know you kind of can't see it now because of the it's dark now, but see joy at the bottom. I might have to adjust my lighting for when I'm filming these reads, but we'll just thug it for today. So yeah, stop going to the ocean. No, you have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasures, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. Stop going to the ocean and asking for a thimble full of water. It doesn't feel like it when you're desperate, but scarcity and lack are an illusion. Prosperity is believing that there is an overflow, more than enough happiness, love, well being, and money to go around. Vampires take from others because they don't have enough life force for themselves. That is scarcity consciousness. When you embody lack, you are always hungry, tired, and jealous. Make a gratitude list. What are you grateful for right now? Goddess declaration: my blessings always overflow. All right. That's crazy. I can't believe that card going. I feel some type of way. All right. So for how can you evolve, we have manifestation. Number 9. Work within your manifestations. Y'all see how they tried to take them again? We ain't doing that. Baby, matter of fact, since this is what you call it, I'm about to just go ahead and lay this down. So it shouldn't even do that no more. I'm gonna just go ahead and lay this down. I can't believe it took my Page of Pentacles card. I feel some type of way. I feel some type of way. Okay. Manifestation. Mojadi. Goddess of manifestation. Goddess Mojaji is a hereditary reign queen of South Africa's Balobedu people. I said I'm going to learn these names. A matrilineal queendom. Mojadi's daughters dance to the frequency of rain. Showers of blessings are yours. You are a rainmaker, master manifester, shapeshifter, alchemist, and sorceress. Open your hands and heart. Yes, make it rain. You are manifesting big. This has been a long time coming. You are co-creating with spirit. Match the energetic frequency, the I say of your desire. You are magnetic and like attracts like. Raise your vibration to align with the sacred. Close your eyes and see your blessings. Feel them in your bones. Ask, believe, act, allow, receive. Goddess declaration: divine blessings flow to me so easily. Self sabotage. So, yeah, we're going to read this and then I'm going to do a quick recap. Number 24. Shadow monster Mamlambo is the brain sucking, snake like, water dwelling Zulu goddess of rivers. You are holding yourself apart from your blessings because of scarcity. Because of the scarcity, the lack mindset. And I brought that up before I even went in through that, right? What ancient part of which ancient pain are you trying to stuff down, numb, ignore, or avoid? Or what ancient pain are you trying to mask, right? What are you trying to mask, right? What does your self sabotage help you to avoid? Your inner saboteur is clever. Seductive patterns of behavior block your path and your power. Distractions, addictions, cravings, and unhealthy habits will not bring you your best. Your inner bully is the voice telling you you messed up. The part of you that is jealous, the anger you don't know what to do with, your stuck inner procrastinator, and your toxic relationship choices. So, Boo Hag. Stop terrorizing yourself with broken promises of discipline. Instead, choose devotion to your chosen pathways. What inspired action can you take today? Goddess declaration: I have compassion for myself. So they need you to operate more within compassion for yourself, right? And trust more in your power, your cosmic power of being that wounded healer, of discovering that joy, the secrets revealed as pertains to joy. Because essentially everything is reiterating itself, right? It's telling you to go ahead and operate, like remove these masks, go ahead and operate within your power, but not in the scorched earth power. They don't want you in Boo Hag energy. They need you in the wounded healer energy. They need you in manifestation energy. That Boo Hag energy that you're in, that scarcity energy, that scarcity mindset, that's actually sabotaging your manifestations, is what I'm getting, right? Right? So let's go to the wounded healer, Sekhmet. Sekhmet is the fierce ancient Egyptian goddess of war. Remember, one of these guys is the god of war, but the other one is passion. No, fertility and no, fertility over here on the right and war, right? Sekhmet is the fierce ancient Egyptian goddess of war, the sun and healing. She carries life force in her palm with the power to create or destroy. Remember, I said Scorched Earth, that Boo Hag energy is going to cause you to destroy, but they don't need you to destroy. They need you in the season of like healing. They need you in this higher evolution of the Boo Hag energy, the one that is essentially using that fire, that that energy. Instead of using the fire to destroy, they need you to use the fire to rebuild, to, I don't want to say to reborn, to be reborn is what I should say. Because I was about to say to reborn or rebirth, maybe not, because it could just be not just for you to be reborn, for but for the contract to be rebirthed, for certain energies to be rebirthed, for certain connections to be rebirthed, right? And be careful with that, right? Don't just be rebirthing connections just because somebody on YouTube telling you to rebirth a connection. Make sure you're doing your due diligence about what connections need to be rebirthed, because remember, no matter what you're doing, everybody can't go. No matter what we say on YouTube, you know everybody can't go. Your spirit team tell you that all the time. So if they already revealed somebody or some people to you that said that they can't go, don't rebirth that connection. That's not one that they're telling you to rebirth, okay? Heal thyself. Everyone gets your best except you. You are a healer among your tribe. Stop putting your needs last. When did you decide to become a martyr? Take a breath. Wounded healers hold sadness, rage, and fears of brokenness. Being a warrior wasn't a choice for our beloved foremothers. They did the best they could, but being a goddess warrior for us is knowing that we have the choice not to fight all the time. Get out of that Boo Hag energy. Deep dive questions. What are your swords, the weapons you use to fight? And what are your shields, the ways you defend yourself? Dare to lay the burdens down along with your swords and shields. Goddess declaration: it is safe to put myself first. Right? Part of putting yourself first is recognizing when you're in an energy that is not conducive to where you're trying to go. That Boo Hag energy, that scorched earth energy, that energy of I'm here and I'm gonna get you before you get me, or whatever that is for you. That's your self sabotaging yourself and your manifestations being in that energy. And they're telling you that sacred lust energy, that naked energy, is to break free from that self sabotage and those things. That season that they're telling you to bring attention to, the transition between seasons, getting out of that Boo Hag energy will help you better with transition between those seasons and becoming more like that wounded healer energy, right? Joy. Asaseya. Goddess Asaseya rules life and death as the joyful crone celebrated as Mama Earth. Her energy is loving, fertile, and nurturing. See, out of scorched earth, they don't want you in that energy. They want you in that fire of rebirth, right? Energy, not the fire of scorched earth burning shit to the ground. They don't want you burning shit to the ground. There's a time and a place for that, and this ain't the time and the place. They trying to. The time and the place for that was yesterday, is what I'm hearing. Whatever yesterday is for you, whether that was like last month, last year, whatever healing before, whenever you start, before you started your healing, the time for scorched earth was leading up to healing. Once you start the healing, it's not time for scorched earth no more. It's time for wounded healer. It's time for joy. It's time for secrets revealed, naked. Seasons of manifestation, and manifesting great things. When you're in that healed energy, that's where you need to be, not scorched earth, baby. I need to hurry up before another street call come. Cause that wasn't a street call, but if it's that bad without a street call, I could just imagine. And the other reads I was gonna do today, tonight I ain't doing them. I ain't doing them. And then I'm about to, or if I do it, I might do it like in my car or something. All right. Her energy is loving, fertile. Her fertile. Her energy is loving, fertile, and nurturing, and her name is invoked at major life transitions. And this is a major life transition, right? This wounded healer energy going from Boo Hag to wounded healer, right? Changing the way you view how you need to operate within yourself and within your higher self, within the life surrounding you. You know, that is a major life change. Anytime we um, go from operating one way to operating another, no matter what way you're flipping from which way to no matter which way you're flipping from or to, that is a major life change. Whether you're flipping towards handling things for the better or a worse, like a more or a worse way to handle things, is still a major life change, right? Your happiness matters. Joy is sacred. Your laughter waters the earth. You deserve to be happy. It is safe for you to feel good. Allow yourself to feel joy with no limits. Get out of that scarcity, that buhag energy. This is self love. Your happiness doesn't need to look like anyone else's. If you can't imagine it, you won't be able to live it. Giggle therapy break. Close your eyes and see yourself joy filled. Now laugh with your mouth and your eyes wide open. Try it to release feel good endorphins. Goddess declaration, I feel like me when I'm happy. And that's what they need you to be. They need you to be more so in that circular energy. This goes hand in hand, right? Pleasure, joy, all of those things go hand in hand, yeah? All right, and then we have Queen of Sheba, Secrets Revealed. I don't think I've ever gotten this one either. Is this the last one? Is that the last one in the deck? No, it's not the last one in the deck. Uh oh, here come the wind. Hold up. Ah! All right, so what just flew off? Because everything's important. That Five of Cups that was representative of that energy up there, that flew off. And what else flew off? The Nine of Wands. The wounded healing energy, yo, to the Seven of Wands, still wounded healing energy, but something about this devil, and then the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is an obsession with destruction, is what I'm getting with the devil. That obsession with that destruction, that Buhag energy, that scorched earth energy, like you're gonna have to come up out of that. With the Ace of Swords, you're gonna have to let that go. And then it goes to the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna have to let that go and embody this Queen of Wands energy. But under the Queen of Wands, we got the Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the World. Okay, strategizing and moving from that left out in the cold energy. Yeah, that's what they calling you to do, and do the work. The World to the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, they calling you to the to the Eight of Cups. Walk away from that. Walk away from that Ten of Swords. Yeah, hold back from that, and it's gonna bring you to that star energy, dog. I can't make it up. I just can't. I just read you all the things, so it's literally reiterating what I just said, right? Queen of Sheba, goddess of secrets revealed. In the Bible, the wealthy Queen of Sheba brings a caravan of gifts to King Solomon. I'm gonna have to lean it back a little bit to see it. The Ethiopian holy book reveals that she was their queen, Makeda, and that together they sired King Menelik the First. Open your eyes. Secrets are being revealed. It is safe for you to see the truth. Sacred lust, naked. Your inner vision is crystal clear. You don't know what you don't know. Your creator, ancestors, angels, spirits, and ascended masters are whispering to you. This is divine intelligence. Pay close attention. There are things you do not let yourself see. Allow yourself to be guided. Choose your own path. Goddess declaration, I am connected to the divine. You are connected to the divine, which is why this happening, and they asking you basically, girl, what's wrong with you? That's basically what they're asking you. Or girl or guy, what's wrong with you? Why are you getting stuck up in this scorched earth energy? Why are you stuck in this Boo Hag energy, right? And Boo Hag, you don't have to be a woman to be a Boo Hag. You just have to be somebody with a nasty ass attitude who don't know the difference between. You ain't really got to have a nasty ass attitude to be a Boo Hag, but it's more about the nastiness or the attitude in which you approach different situations, right? It doesn't mean that you're walking around like, oh, fuck you, bitch. Da, da, da. That don't mean that you're in boo hag energy. That don't necessarily mean. I mean, yeah, you could be in boo hag energy saying that, but I'm saying that doesn't necessarily constitute you being in boo hag energy. Is the point I'm trying to make, right? You can be nice or whatever, and then behind closed doors, you're in boo hag energy. You're in that scarcity mindset. You're in scorched earth. Because, I mean, a lot of times when we're doing things, we have people like, don't let you be trying to accomplish something, right? Don't let you be one of the people in your community, in your family, or in your friend group or whatever that's trying to accomplish something and you're the misunderstood one in the group. Then that boo hag energy can very well be around you. A lot of times they be the people who sitting there trying to, oh yeah, you could do this, you could do that, or whatever, whatever, and then behind closed doors they're dragging for you. That's boo hag energy. That's scarcity mindset. So you don't necessarily have to be the person in which they saying basically either you're the person in it or you're around too much of it. But I'm getting you're the person in the boo hag energy. And a lot of times be careful because if you're around it too much then you'll wind up in the boo hag energy for sure, right? But they're telling you that that scarcity mindset is not. I'm shuffling the wrong deck. Miracles and fearless love. Now I'm shuffling the wrong deck, but I did just break it just because I was wondering why do I have this in my hand? And then under that we have giving and receiving, and then under here we have feeling safe. So yeah, they're telling you it's safe for you to move out of that boo hag energy and into fearless love, into sacred lust, being naked, being completely true to yourself, right? Because that's what that's really about, being completely true to yourself. What anybody else feel or say or whatever, be damned, right? The only thing you need to be worried about is that you and God and your higher self, God, your higher self, and your spirit team, the rest of your spirit team is aligned. That's the only thing that matters. Anybody else who got something to say on this earth, they don't really matter. Whatever they got to say don't really matter. You feel what I'm saying? So don't even worry about that. Just follow your spirit team. They're telling you get out this energy. They want you out this energy for a reason, and don't be the. You can do what you want in this lifetime because we all have free will. But one thing I want you to consider is this is a point where the collective as a whole, as a mass body, is being called to elevate. So there, like I said, a bunch of bloodlines that are being elevated within contracts right now. As a collective, we are all a part of the same contract. We of course have our own individual contracts within the collective, right? But there's a base, there's a basic value contract that we're all a part of, and we have to adhere to that. I mean, we have free will, so we don't have to, but if we adhere to it, then like I said, that's going to mean the elevation of all bloodlines involved, which means that everybody who's a part of the collective, if you are doing the work, if you are doing the healing, then your bloodline is, as long as you move within your contract, your bloodline is going to be elevated. We have to keep in mind that this is not just about us in our lifetime, right? A lot of times we have to be responsible. We have to be responsible for the people that are coming after us. We are even having to be responsible for the people who came before us because they didn't even grow like they were supposed to. In many instances right now, we're the ones who are teaching them how to grow, how to be, how not to be, right? Whether they want to hear it or not. That's really what's happening. Yeah. So let's get keys. Can I get a key to close out the talking ancestral drum? That's too many keys. There's three keys, but it's too many. I'm gonna take them though, but it's too many. That's not, I didn't ask for that many, but I'm gonna take them. See, yeah. So we got the Seven of Cups, just a bunch of opportunities, a bunch of things. Like this is given task list, right? It's a bunch of things that they have for you, but you are here and you need to get here. But there's, it's a journey to get there, and you're gonna come across a few different things on your way there, and they are meant to distract you. Whether it be you being in that scorched earth energy, whether it be people trying to put you in that scorched earth energy, that lack mindset, people trying to like knock you down a peg or knock you down a size is what I'm hearing, which I hate when people do stuff like that because I feel like that's stupid. Like it's different if you're trying to encourage somebody to like not operate within their ego, stuff like that. I can understand like knocking down a peg or knocking down a size to that respect, but even when you do it like that, you do it in there's a softer, when you're doing it like that with that in mindset, with that goal in mind, you're doing it in a softer way. When you're typically getting somebody knocked down a peg or moving them down the size, it's something that's very aggressive, right? It's something that needs to be done aggressively. So yeah, we have the Seven of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So the opportunities are the things that you're facing along the way, the different I keep hearing tasks, but I'm not getting tasks. I'm getting, because I did say task list, but that's not exactly what I'm getting. Is task list adjacent? I heard directives slash opportunities, but not all of them are, I don't want to say good or bad, not all of them lead you to right there. Not all of those cups are going to lead you there. There's only going to be one, maybe two cups, that pathways that will lead you here where you need to be, right? So this is ultimately you trying to make the best decision in order to get you to this wheel of fortune right here, right, where your spirit team needs you to be. It's almost as if they just need you to pay closer attention, right? They need you to, when you're making the decision on which path to choose, pay closer attention. Pay closer attention to which one is going to bring you actually to where you need to go, to move you out of the scorched earth energy and more so into the fire rebirth of fire energy, that phoenix energy, that wounded healer energy, right? There's different things that are being presented to you, different ways for you to operate right now in this lifetime, but not all of those ways are going to lead you to this wheel of fortune, and they're telling you to choose carefully. I heard choose, like, what song was that, Kendrick Lamar song? No, ATM, J. Cole. um Matter of fact, that's important. Let me get them lyrics real quick. Let me get them for you. ATM, J. Cole. Because it is Kendrick saying it. Because I was hearing it in his voice. Okay. It says, will I fall? Will I fly? Heal my soul, fulfill my high. Cross my heart and hope to die with my slice of devil's pie. And then they start talking about count it up. So ATM is essentially, I consider it a money manifestation song. Um, if you listen to the song, you might consider it a different type of, but it's definitely on my manifestation playlist. So, but that part is important, right? That little part that I read. Will I fall? Right? Because you see how far up this is. Hold on, I'm trying to pick it up. You see how far up this is, right? Will I fall or will I fly up there? Heal my soul, right? Move out of this, scorched earth energy and into the rebirth of the phoenix energy. Fulfill my high, fulfill my manifestation, right? Cross my heart and hope to die. I feel like, I ain't gonna lie. This is giving all of this. The sacred lust, the naked, the seasons, the wounded healer, the joy, and the secrets revealed. Cross my heart and hope to die with my slice of devil's pie. Because you're trying to get to that manifestation. You're trying to get to that portion. You're trying to get to this wheel of fortune, right? And you gotta choose wisely. Because that's what they say at the beginning of the song. Hold on. What's the exact beginning of the song? I'm gonna play it real quick. And I don't want YouTube to do my whatchamacallit, so I'm gonna play literally the first few seconds. I didn't say Mariah Carey. What? No, wait, what she said? Life can bring much pain. There are many ways to deal with this pain. Choose wisely. That's literally what I'm getting. I knew it was a reason because I kept hearing to choose wisely, but it was echoing. Life can bring much pain, literally. But there are many ways to deal with this pain, right? Life can bring much pain, but there are many ways to deal with this pain. Seven of Cups. Two of, two of Swords. Choose wisely, cause you're trying to get to that Wheel of Fortune, babes. You gotta, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to move out of this Boo Hag energy. You're gonna have to move into shit. Look, and even at the bottom, all right, Two of Swords, that's that mental choice, right? That's that mental choice where you're really sitting there going back and forth between the two. Look what's under here, Two of Wands. That's still a choice card. That's still a card that's asking you to choose wisely, yeah? What's under that? I'm curious. The Three of Swords. So you can either choose the Three of Swords or you can choose the King of Pentacles. And so only one path is gonna lead to justice. And they're gonna Nine of Wands again. Justice for the Nine of Wands, justice for the wounded healer. And that's the Queen of Pentacles. Baby, hold up. With the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, that's your spirit team working with you. Hold up. You go from the Hermit to the Three of Wands to the Moon to the Devil. Oh, baby, that devil energy is fucking you up. Don't let it. Cause really you on the precipice is what I heard. You literally where you need to be. Alright. Oh shit, I put the keys back. I ain't mean to do that. Alright. Sorry, ancestors. I'm a little excited. Alright. Last ancestral talking drum key to close out this talking drum ancestral spread. God, higher soul, so light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides. Can I get one more key to close out the talking drum ancestral spread for today? Ooh, thank you for this. I can't wait to go back and listen to this. I ain't lying. One more key, God, higher source of light, higher self, angels, ancestors, spirit guides for the collective to close out this talking drum ancestral spread. Fragmented, dog. And I told y'all about that card earlier. Mastery. So you got the tools you need, and they believe in you, and you ain't far off with mastery, right? That's what they telling you. You ain't far off. Can I pull it up? Can you see it fast? I mean, see it better. Maybe like that. Mastery with the auger. Baby, that's at the bottom of the deck. What's under there? Wheel of Fortune, dog. I can't make it up. So once you master coming out of this Boo Hag energy and master the decisions, that choice, whatever that choice is, choose wisely, which that choice is the lack of self sabotage, right? The choice to follow your manifestations, the choice to move out of the Boo Hag energy and into the I'm hearing death by fire, but like I said, it's rebirth by fire, right? That Phoenix energy. Move into that energy. Once you do that and you start making even better choices, more healthy choices, it's gonna move you straight into this mastery energy, this Wheel of Fortune energy. Dog, I'm so serious. Like that's right under mastery. Can y'all see the wheel? There you go. It was under there. Interpretation and palmistry. And what's under this one? Caution with the Ouija board. Choose wisely. Be cautious of the choices that you're making right now because you literally on the precipice. Like I said, it's like 1 foot alchemy under there. What's under here? Confirmation. Boy, footprints with direction. Dog, I'm not playing. Wishbone with affirmation. So the choice, fortune cookie, fortuitous, smoke and prayers. Make sure you tapping in numerology and precision. You're going to have to make the right decision. Tarot guidance. We're going to stop right there then. Yeah. Y'all. Baby, look. I can't make it up. And I didn't even read the Shagai fragment yet. But essentially, if I'm not mistaken, that speaks on like the difference of pathways and how pathways can sometimes be broken. And that, if I'm not mistaken, it speaks on the choices of a pathway. But are we about to find out right now? Let me go ahead and pull this out. The worst is behind you, and you can begin to breathe deeply. Knowing you will never have to go through the same difficulties again, a place of such uncertainty that left you feeling that all you cared for was torn from you, lost forever. It hasn't been easy at all to gather what little strength you had left, but sometimes we must undergo a journey of turmoil to find the heaven of peace on the other side, right? To go from that Boo Hag, Scorched Earth energy into that rebirth by fire energy, that wounded healer, joy, secrets revealed, manifestation energy, right? So now know that you are safe to release your sorrow and allow your tears to cleanse away your hurt. As though gathering back your scattered Shagai bones, your heart will knit together and you will soon feel whole again. Incantation. I won't turn back, I'll carry on. Hard words and sorrow made me strong. For now I rise, I'm standing tall. Emotions healed, I conquer all. A situation is healed. Time to pick up. See, it's the season for healing. That's what they're talking about, right? So what's holding you back is you stuck in that season of hurt, and they're saying you are already in the season of healing, which is why Boo Hag is behind a young lady who's the Phoenix, right? Now they don't mention a phoenix in the card or in the description of the card, but that's what I get from her. Boo Hag is in the back and the phoenix is in the front. The phoenix is the renewed energy of the Boo Hag. Boo Hag is like the ancient way of viewing being hurt, like the way that you look at being hurt before you go through the healing process. And the phoenix is what you become after you realize that that hurt helped or healed, or it did certain things that that you essentially needed, right? Oh Lord, two cards. I mean, two street cards coming at the same time. Um, Quit playing the victim. Don't be ruled by your emotions. Yeah. Quit moving that Boo Hag energy. We keep saying the same thing. Focus on a positive outcome. Give yourself time and permission to heal and grieve. Happiness awaits. Hmm. Yeah, y'all, that's what I'm getting, collective. So that's what I got. You may be operating within this Boo Hag energy, but your ancestors within this ancestral talking drum reading is telling you, hey, you're in Boo Hag energy. We need you to come up out of that, right? We need you in this wounded healer joy energy, in the secrets revealed energy, and it's gonna move you into that wheel of fate, that wheel of fortune energy, right? But like I said, what they said, there are many hurts in this world and many ways to deal with that hurt. Choose wisely. Will I fall or will I fly? Heal my heart. What do you say? No judgment, no judgment. Will I fall? Will I fly? Heal my soul, fulfill my high. Cross my heart and hope to die with my slice of devil's pie. And I'm hearing Devil's Pie by D'Angelo play in my head. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. But I feel like, that's only coming up because of word association right now. That's what I feel. It could be a part of the message. I don't really know. God, please clear the energy of this read. But that's what I got for you, collective. That, like, I mean, it's pretty clear and concise messages. That wounded healer does keep coming up, but it keeps coming up in different positions. And what I will say is, if this reading does seem to be for the same few people repeatedly, it seems that you guys are making great progress. So I'm proud of you, right? But just that's why I like doing the talking drum ancestral reads, because essentially it kind of look what's at the bottom. Change. They're not playing with y'all. I Ching will change. They need y'all to come up out of that. Look, as the wind blow. I mean, the wind been blowing, but the wind blew everything. It blew my cover. It blew all of that. Yeah, I'm outside in my cover. It's a little breezy out here. Why wouldn't I be? With fortune cookie at the change, and then fortune cookie below that, and then dowsing rods for seeker below that, and then lots for chance after that. Come on, like, y'all, what are we talking about? Smoking prayers, and it went back to that. Numerology and precision, and then it went back to that. Like, And tarot and goddess, and it went back to that, and that's why I stopped last time. So that's what we're gonna stop this time. So collective, yeah, just be careful. If you're in that Boo Hag energy, please, baby, come out of it, right? Because it's doing you a disservice. What it's doing is it's causing self sabotage. It's causing because you're behind a mask. If you're in Boo Hag energy, it's either a mask of hurt or a mask of rage. And you know, rage came up in that previous one, right? So essentially, it kind of does seem like the ancestral talking drums are just kind of moving it. You know, every time, every week when I do a new one, it just picks up you guys' energy in that time period, right? Which seems like you guys are moving along. It's just certain things every time we do it, it just they want to draw your attention to something else. Is what it seems like. So I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope that you all enjoy the messages. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Or like and subscribe at least. Comment if you want to throw anything at. Look, handwriting with authenticity, and crystal ball with clarity. And back to Douse and Rise with Seeker and palmistry interpretation, y'all. And crystals with healing, you know you need to be doing that. And then back to Ching, I Ching change with the Wheel of Fortune under it, and candle illumination, and then caution with the Ouija board. Focus. Dog. All right, I'm about to shuffle this again, but yeah. So again, I want to thank you guys for spending your time with me. Collective, I hope this helped you guys. We're gonna be back next Sunday with another Talking Drum Ancestral Spread. I like to come, like I said, either when it's entering dawn. I'm sorry, when we're exiting dawn or when we're entering dusk. That's when I feel like the ancestral talking drum gives us like a greater energy with greater messages. Um, which bond with affirmation, right? So we're gonna leave that right there. So I think the ancestors are agreeing that they like me doing um, the talking drum ancestral reads when we are exiting dawn or entering dusk, right? So again, thank you guys for joining me on today. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I hope to see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe. Please leave any comments for any information that you want to pass along or share with others or myself as it pertains to how you resonate with this reading. Please do so. Um, and I will catch y'all next time.